selling real one Chevy.
Hey everyone, welcome to IJustWatched. It's your boy Joseph. We're about to jump into episode 4 of She-Hulk. But before we get into it, I gotta hit you with the usual, which is hopefully you like this enough to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little bell to get notified. Jumping in, I do have to correct myself because in the last video I did for this, I said 6 episodes, and it's a 9-episode series, which I'm actually decently happy that it's longer than I expected. I don't know why I thought it was 6. I think maybe I read it or assumed, perhaps. But spoiler warning also for episode 4 if you haven't seen it. Just letting you know. Let's get into it. So, I think it was a TV spot or something like that where we got like that poster said Johnny Blaze or something like that. And it turns out it was some dude named Donnie Blaze, some magician, some flunky, some flunk out flop of the mystic arts he didn't make into Carmitage. And it was okay. Like, I feel like every episode has that character who's just like a bona fide idiot. And it's alright. It just gets tiring. It just gets it gets too much for me personally. Like there's parts that I like. I think parts are hilarious, but then it just like overplays itself. They mention goblins. I'll get into that in a little bit. Of course, Wong is back, and we get a reference to the Book of Asante, which I mean would be cool if the Book of Asante did anything in Doctor Strange 2, but that movie's trash. I don't want to get into it. You want to talk about that? That video's out. Focus. So, one thing with this episode is like, so She-Hulk CG seemed worse when she was in like the courtroom, but then when we did the whole dating scene, it seemed better. It seemed cleaner. I don't know if that was a mistake or like what happened. I don't know. When she was in the courtroom, it felt very like it just didn't look good at all. But then on the dating scene, it looked more, I don't know if the word's rendered or smoother, or it just looked like it paid more attention to that part of it overall, which I'm glad they did, so it looked good, but then that other part made it look really bad. So I also thought it was hilarious that every date that she went on was the exact same table, same dress, same restaurant. But once she was She-Hulk, the Jen dates, that didn't go well either. But that was a different place. 2 stories, which is the She-Hulk. Well, technically it's She-Hulk dating, but it's the Jen side and the She-Hulk side. Jen dating, but as She-Hulk, she's having way more success. And she goes to the dates. They were kind of funny. And Homeboy, the one who was he a doctor? I know he was in medicine. He was a doctor, and he was like sensitive. He was spitting the right game. He's the guy from the trailers who was like, "Do you want to split some fries?" And then like, boy was getting it. All right. And I thought it was funny when like he spilled the wine, took off his shirt, and he's like, "Oh, hold on." He ran off to get something to clean it with. So she like tossed his shirt, and he's like, "Where's my shirt?" She's like, "I don't know." It was like all nice and dandy, and it was hilarious to me. But then like the next morning, he's like, "Who the hell are you?" And she's like, "I'm Jen." And he's like, "Who the fuck's that?" And she's like, "I'm She-Hulk." And he's like, "Oh." And then he got like that awkward and left. And I was like, "What a dick." But then my main focus, let me get that out the way. We jump to the interesting situation on the show so far, the fact that they have to fight demons. So the reason I brought up goblins earlier is because fucking Donnie Blaze opens a portal to, I'm assuming is hell, is Mephisto's realm. And I'm not saying Mephisto because like Mephisto, but because out of all the little clues or nods or pokes we've had at Mephisto, we got the most clear one here. Not only in the whack Johnny Blaze, yes, but no. More so when Homegirl, I can't remember her name, but in the episode she's the drunk crazy girl who ends up with Wong and keeps spoiling Sopranos for him. Also, if you haven't seen Sopranos, this spoils that for you too, so just a heads up. Her interaction with Wong was like the best part because Wong was like annoyed of her, but at the same time he like liked her, so he was cool with her in a sense, but like they bonded. So that part was funny. But anyways, so we find out she had to make a deal with a demon, a talking goat. She had a sign, 3 drops of blood. That's some Mephisto contract signing shit. Just saying. That's one nod. But in the credits, we get our biggest one, and I'm kind of jumping to it before I get into anything else. Is you see here, you know how they have the artwork and stuff for the episode. She's signing, it has her name, which I should have read, but I was too focused on the stupid bloody goat with the red eyes. The name tag says Jake, and they zoom in on it. And in the comics, Mephisto has gone by Jake before. So I'm pretty sure this wasn't just a... Well, I mean, it's them. It can be just a throwaway nod to Mephisto again. But she signed the contract talking demon goat, as described by her. The little demon bat goblin things. Well, they're demons. She called them goblins, but they even said demons. All those little things add up to this being Mephisto. Plus, she showed up with like a heart in her hand. That was cool and exciting to see her fight these demons with Wong. But at the same time, I was watching, I was like, damn, we've had 2 Doctor Strange movies. He ain't even really fight no demons. All these mystical or magical magicians and wizards. And both times we've had like big fights with demons have been other movies or shows. Shang-Chi, they fight demons in a different dimension. She-Hulk, she fought demons who were coming into our world through a different dimension. Why are we getting all that outside of the Doctor Strange films and main storylines? Like, we're not getting any of that. But it was just funny that like we're the heaviest demon stuff we're getting is here. Overall, I thought this episode was pretty good. It was pretty funny. I think it's my favorite episode so far, because episode 1 was pretty good. 2 was pretty good. 3 to me was kind of like, nah. I wasn't a fan of 3. 3 was kind of like making me reserved. 4 kind of brought me back in so far. And at the end of this one, it was the first time I was genuinely like, I was in it. So when it ended, she literally goes, "Oh, that's a way to end the episode or whatever." And she walks up. I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like, this is the one time I was like, "No, don't end. I want more." So perhaps it's getting better. Hopefully it keeps these strides. Also, the fact that she calls him Wongers, the new girl, she calls him, instead of Wong, it's Wongers, and like they're like hanging out, watching. Oh, what's the name of that show where everyone cries? Not on the show. Well, on the show, people watching the show cry. I can't remember it. But if you know the show I'm talking about, can you comment it, please? But they're watching it. She's like wrapped up, and they're talking about their favorite drinks. I thought that was hilarious. But overall, pretty good episode. I'm actually excited to see where this is going now. We got to see her do some She-Hulk action. We get another mention of Titania. So I'm interested to see where this is going. It looks like it's picking up, starting to develop in a positive way. Hopefully it continues. I want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, requests. Have you seen it? Are you going to see it? I recommend it. Like, it's actually picking up. So I'm enjoying it. I was wrong. Originally, I apologize. 9 episodes, not 6. But down below, want to hear from you. But until next time, stay safe, be well. Adios.